What's going on, world? It's your boy Beast Mode Bane. Today we got a special interview coming to you. We talked with former NFL wide receiver Marko Mitchell, and we didn't just talk about football. We talked about depression, suicide, how to reach your goals, and how to reinvent yourself once that time has passed you by. As always, work hard, stay blessed. I'll talk to you guys later. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Beast Mode Bane. As I told you, when you subscribe to this channel, not only do you get to follow my journey into the WWE, but I'm going to bring some content to help motivate you, to help inspire you, to have goals, to reach your goals, and be the best version of the person you can be. Today, we have an exclusive interview and I have a special guest with us, Mr. Marko Mitchell. Marko played in the NFL, was drafted by the Washington Redskins, so we're going to ask him some questions, some real questions, so you know, all those people out there, when you have that goal, when you have that dream, you can know the dedication and the work it requires to make sure you reach your dreams. Marko, thanks for joining us today. Man, I appreciate you being on the channel.
Anytime, man.
So, let's start in the beginning. You're sitting at home, it's 2009, you're watching the draft, I know you got a call, but these are the words you hear. The Washington Redskins select wide receiver Marko Mitchell from Nevada. Man, talk us about that feeling, that experience.
Oh, man. Ooh, that day was probably the craziest day of my life. Because as you're sitting there watching and you're waiting for your name to come across the screen, you don't know, okay, if they're going to call you, or they going to text you, or they just going to draft you, or you don't know what's going on. So as I'm sitting there waiting on my name to be called, the funny thing about that is I never really told anybody about this, but I think it was around the 5th round or something like that. I had a call from St. Louis Rams at the time.
Okay.
The wide receiver coach, he called me and he said, "Hey Marko, we're about to draft you with this next pick and you finna be a St. Louis Ram." So I'm excited. So I'm okay, cool. And then that pick came. They selected another receiver. And he was like, oh, so he said, I'm gonna call you back. So then I'm already torn. So sure. I'm like, wow. So I'm still waiting. And eventually the Washington Redskins called me. And, you know, like I said, I was happy to get another phone call. And then I'm saying that they're about to draft me, but at the same time, I just went through that.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, let's see how this goes. And when it came across my screen, I was just happy, relaxed, and joyful, and I couldn't believe it. So, you know, I was just screaming yes. Right. And then, you know, my mom, she was in there, and, you know, she probably was more excited than I was. You know, just so that this whole process can be done with, and you know, we know where we're going, and like I said, it was just a long day. It was just, that draft day was just a long day, but we were just excited just to be done and be over with. Okay,
now before we talk about training camp, let's talk about college ball. So, of course, Beast Mode Bane did a little research. Your last year at Nevada. Second in the nation in yards per catch. Talk to me about what it took to be able to perform that high of a level in college compared to the NFL.
Ooh. What it took, it take a lot of preparation.
Okay.
The whole thing is about, you know, with college is that, you know, definitely we're coming from the junior college route that I went, and then coming into Division I. My mentality and my main thing was that, again, I got to work so I can get drafted. Okay. There isn't a next year. Okay. There isn't one, okay, I can pick it back up. And then on top of that, I just wanted to win. Sure. Right? Because I never won anything in my life in football.
Oh, you mean like championships or?
No championship, no playoffs. Gotcha. No, nothing. Gotcha. I have never had the experience of winning in football. So I had set my sight on going into my senior year that I gotta prove and I have to show that I'm the best receiver out here, because not only am I going against other opponents, but also I have to think about I'm going against 120 other Division 1A schools receivers.
Right.
So now I have to compete with them, not only with them, but also the Division 1 AA, Division 2, Division 3. Guys that are in Canada, those guys who not even playing, who probably gonna have an opportunity to come out and play. So now I'm competing with these guys as well too. So I just had to make sure that I was one of the best receivers out there my senior year, for not only for myself but also for my team.
Okay. Now, as far as, was it more physical preparation or more mental preparation?
That's a great question, but it was more of both.
Okay.
It's more of both. A lot of times that people think because you're fast, because you're big, because you're strong, that's automatic gonna give you an advantage.
Sure.
The most important thing about it is that you can be big, you can be fast, you can be strong, but if you're weak-minded, all that goes to waste. And because you're gonna be dealing with DBs, they're gonna take cheap shots. Linebackers gonna take cheap shots. Your coach is gonna say something to you that's gonna irritate you. You and your quarterback may get into it. You and the fellow receiver may get into it.
Right.
So if you're sitting there and you're thinking about what happened and okay, all in your feelings and things like that, then you will not be succeeding because you're still missing the task that is at hand.
Okay.
That your job is to be a receiver. Your job is to make plays. Your job is to help your team win and catch the ball.
Right.
And if your mind is somewhere else, then you can't do it.
Okay.
So I would definitely have to say, I had to prepare myself physically and mentally to be able to achieve those things.
Okay. So you have an amazing senior year. You get drafted by the Washington Redskins. Day 1 training camp. You're the rookie from Nevada. What are you dealing with? What you can tell, our viewers. I know you can't tell all the locker room secrets, but
oh no, I definitely won't tell no locker room secrets. But the thing is that you're an antelope amongst wolves.
Okay, because you're the new guy.
Yeah, you're the new guy, but also it's totally different. The whole atmosphere is totally different because now you're coming in, these are grown men.
Right.
There's, it's different when you were coming in with college. The oldest person on your team may be 22, 23.
Right.
So, but now you coming in the NFL, not only are you starstruck because there are superstars on your team.
You watch them.
You grew up watching some of these people, but also you have people who are 31, 34, 35.
Mature, grown men.
Grown men with families.
Right.
And now you have to compete with them. And not only are you competing with them, it's totally different because it's not so much about the game. It's about putting food on the table now. Now you're fighting someone for this stake. And there's only one. And the thing is that would make my situation that again, a lot of people didn't know, is that it was me and 4 other receivers competing for one spot.
One job,
one spot. Because the other guys were automatic guaranteed. You had the guys that they already paid the big contract. You got your superstar guys. You got your guys that they drafted earlier before you.
Well, they got a $1 million contract.
Correct. So now it's only one spot. So now it's you with 4, 5, 6 guys. Now y'all fighting for this one spot.
And make sure y'all realize, these aren't just regular people. These are beast mode people, alpha males that are working hard, that have hit the weights, it's like you said, it's lions and wolves, right? There's no rabbits there. Everybody's a killer. Everybody's doing it big.
Yes, it's guys who have been playing in the NFL for 10 years.
Right.
9 years.
Right.
There are guys who was on other teams before they came to the NFL that were superstars, that was really good.
Right.
They just had either behavior issues. They either had something that caused them not to get drafted, that came up, for bad decision that they may have made.
Right.
And these are the people that you are competing with. You're competing with these individuals for this one specific position. That's it.
Yep.
And then the thing is that goes back into what we were talking about earlier when you're saying preparing for physically and mentally, was that you are the smallest. You are the small fry out of all of them.
Right.
You're at the bottom of the total pole.
No one cares what you did in college.
No one cares about what you did in college. Then on top of that, you come from a small school. So, you have to fight, and you have to understand that no one's going to give you anything. Then to mention, no one's really trying to help you, because again, why would I help you take my job or take the opportunity to take food off my table? I can't help you.
Right.
So you're really out there by yourself. You're surrounded by a bunch of individuals, but you're by yourself. And no one's really going to give you that upper hand. No one's going to teach you. No one's going to show you. See, in college, somebody will show you how to do this. Somebody will show you how to run this route. Why you should have did this move. You should have done that move. But majority of the time in the NFL, they're not going to show you.
Right.
Because again, me and you are competing.
We're not teammates yet.
No.
After we get through this training camp, we'll be teammates.
Well, let's hope so.
Right. So every week, I know there's cuts. Were you worried that they was going to say, Coach wants to see you bring your playbook?
Well,
or were you just killing them? Be honest now. Don't be too humble. Let us know what's going on.
Well, the thing is that goes back into, again, the mental aspect of it. Mentally, I always was that kid, that dude, that individual that I don't care who you are. I don't care where you from.
Okay.
I don't care what you about. I'm coming to fight, and I'm coming to win.
Beast mode mentality.
Because